Here's the cars that have been removed and are back this week that I think that you should be buying, and it's the week commencing 13th of July. The first car you saw there on the podium wheel is this, the Mazda RX-3 or the Mazda Savannah. This is a clip from my review of the car, which I will link below. I highly rate this car. It can fit so many collections, resto mod, race as you see it here. You can just build a standard road car. Very flexible platform. I highly advise winning the car this week. And if you need to do one of those methods where you pull the internet cable or whatever works on your platform, I think it's worth doing, to be honest with you. Before we move on, let's just see if I can win it. I could always do with the second one of these. So 1 elephant, 2 elephant, click. I'm going for a 2 second and then 1.5 turns rather than 4 seconds and a half turn. I just seem to have a bit more success with it, but not today. It's clothing. At least maybe it's better than RP. On the prize ride we have the Debauchee 770, and if you watch my recent Deep Dive 4 video, I'll link below, it's the last car on there, so I talk about the car much more there. I do think it's a really good collector's car, and if you can win it by doing pursuit races, which I can't because I never learnt the routes and never know where anybody is going, then I think that's well worth a win, to be honest with you. Now, for ones you actually have to buy, we have the Ubermac Revolta for 1.6 million roughly. This is based on a Cadillac Escala concept, a sort of grand touring car. It really is only one for the collector, and there's no discount on it anyway. Moving on then to the Coil Brawler. Again, there's no discount. It's based on the Local Motors Rally Fighter. I see only one reason to buy this, which is you want to build Letty's car from one of the Fast and Furious movies. That's it. It's not a great drive and it basically has no brakes, so up to you on that one. Then the next one is the Coquette Black Fin. It's based very closely on the Corvette C1 RS, which was actually a sketch, a design for a hot rod based on the Corvette C1, and you'll be able to see more about that on Sunday because this car is included in my concept car collection. And it's funny to see this sort of car in a concept when it looks like a Corvette, but really that's what it is if you build it that way. You can also of course build a fairly reasonable but not really exact looking C1 Corvette from it as well if you want. There's no money off, it's still 700k pretty much, but I'd say a very good collector's car, and we'll talk just a little bit more about it on Sunday and you'll be able to see the car that it really is based on. Before we get down to Simeon's, the Taipan is on sale. We'll look at that at Luxury Autos as well. Highly not recommended by me. And if we move over to the 4 doors, also in Legendary, you will see that the Deity, and that is of course the Bentley Flying Spur, is on sale. I really do recommend this car. I'll try and link my very old gaming microphone review below. But that is a wonderful and very accurate to real life car to have in your collection. You know, I'm always thinking of buying a second, but I've got nothing to do with it. The Streamer 216 is also for sale. Lovely scale looking plane based on the Twin Otter. I'm almost thinking of picking it up, but really I don't need it and there's nothing special about it other than the fact it is a really nice scale look for the aircraft. So yeah, this could be the time to get it. And the Tule's just a bit weird. I mean, I don't want one. Let's hurtle around the city in Christine Sandvik's V10 powered Honda S2000 drift car. There's a video about this as well actually. And get ourselves down to Simeon's and see what it is that he has for sale today. Okay, well we're starting here with a bike. It's called the Cliffhanger and I'm really sorry, I don't know anything about it. I've never even had it in a collection. I can see it's over 400,000. It's not on discount, so only you know if you want this one. I nearly accidentally bought it. If we move on now, it's the Overflod Morgan, and this is in last Sunday's deep dive on the EVs. A car that runs on methanol, turns it into hydrogen, turns it into electricity. In the game it's actually a hybrid car, so it makes some different noises. Pretty decent drive, and it's on a good discount. That's the thing, it's a really good sale price. So while it's on sale and while it's come back, this could be a very good car for your EV type collection, and it's not a bad drive either. This is one of the more recommended ones due to the sale price. The Akuma's 9,000. If you want the bike, pick the bike up. I think you can also pick them up off the street for free. So moving on now to the standard Hackatoo, not the drag, but it's only 82,000 and it's a really nice little rendition of a Suzuki Hayabusa bike. and I do think it's really worth putting in a bike collection. It actually rides perfectly nicely as well, and I mean it's cheap and you can do all sorts of nice paint jobs on it. This is actually a recommended bike from me. Lastly in Simeon's we have the Vapid Riata. It's based on a Ford Bronco concept truck. You know, I've never had this, and seeing it in the showroom I think it looks really cool. I'm probably going to pick that up. If anybody wants me to pick it up and do a test on it, then by all means let me know and I'll see if I can squeeze that in for you. At Luxury Autos we have the Taipan with a big discount. Now the Taipan featured in a recent deep dive, I'll link below, can't remember which one. I simply don't recommend the vehicle. It's not been removed, and I don't think even at a discount you want it unless it's literally for a collection. And lastly here we have the Swinger, based of course on the Jaguar XJ13. There was only one of those. It was for racing. You can build the race car. You can also build it more as a classic Jaguar road car. I think it's a lovely drive, and it's on discount. I nearly forgot to say it's on discount. For me, this is probably the pick of the week. I really love this car. On discount and come back, I would grab it. And if you want to know what would I take second, I think it would be the Morgan would be the other thing that I would be grabbing this week. Well, there you have it. Do make sure to grab those previously removed vehicles for your collection, and I've recommended the couple I think are the best. Thank you so much for watching. A like would massively help me grow the channel if you could remember to click that before you leave this video, and thank you so much for watching.